What is up, everybody? Welcome back. Ron from Never Lucky. We're already in the middle of a draft, man. We're drafting from the 11 spots in FFPC $35 Superflex Bestball tournament. Welcome, welcome. Nobody's in the chat yet, but it's okay. We're trying to get the camera set up. OBS was giving me hella issues, so I had to reconnect everything, and we ended up drafting from the 11th spot. It is already the second round. I went with Gibbs and McCaffrey. I'm testing out this hero RB build. So this is going to be an interesting one. So FFPC rules. For anybody that doesn't know, tight end premium. One quarterback, I believe. I don't think, this isn't Superflex, so it's one QB, tight end premium, full point PPR. That's pretty much it, bro. Pretty standard across the board. I mean, a little bit different than Underdog. I feel like ADPs are a little bit different, but for the most part, it's best ball. It's pretty much the same. So we are running it, dude. We're trying out this double hero RB. I'm going to show you guys the board just so you guys can see what's been going on. It's definitely a lot more attractive. Hold up. There we go. Get the right screen. Dude, productions here are horrible. I need an intern, man. I need an unpaid intern. I need an intern that'll probably pay me, as a matter of fact. So, here's the draft board. As I mentioned, Jahmyr Gibbs fell to me at the 111. Brock Bowers is still on the board. So this is Superflex. I misspoke. This is definitely Superflex. So I'm going to be left with my dick in hand without a quarterback by the time my next pick comes. Bro, we were frazzled, man. I was trying to get the stream set up. I was, connecting my Gmail. I had to fucking enable dual factor notification or dual factor authentication. As you guys can tell, I can't even talk. I'm frazzled. But either way, we're running this, man. Tight end premium and Superflex, and I go with double RB. So I'm essentially donating $35 to this lobby. But it's okay, dude. We're going to see how this team looks. I guess we're testing if double hero RB works in a Superflex tight end premium best ball league. This is a patient zero right here of trying this very dumb strategy, man. But nevertheless, dude, we are running it. Today, I published a YouTube video. It was about the mistakes that a lot of drafters make, that a lot of people make in fantasy football in general. I think it has 9 views in the whole day. Horrible video idea. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't really know what videos I should be making as a smaller channel. So definitely 1 HP when it comes to thinking about video ideas that I haven't already done. I think I might have already published too many videos early in the summer, man, when nobody was really around, but we might have to reuse some stuff. But nevertheless, let's look at this board, dude. What am I even talking about, dude? You guys can tell I'm horrible at live streaming. 0 viewers. Let's fucking go. Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Jamar Chase, Jaden Daniels, Bijan, Justin Jefferson. So, yeah, I mean, in seasons past in a Superflex, you typically see way more than 5 QBs fly off the board. I feel like Superflex drafters or drafts in general are becoming a lot more sharp, where people aren't just smashing QBs. People are realizing that, take the value, draft via tiers, make sure that you're getting top players at every position. And that's why, this dude at the 112 who goes with Patrick Mahomes, I'm not too sure you really have to do that, man, in a Superflex league. I feel like you can just wait. You can just wait and get somebody way better. Instead of Patrick Mahomes, this dude should have went Neighbors, in my opinion, or Devon Achane. But my pick is coming up. We're going to look at the board and see what we can do. As I mentioned, Superflex. I don't have a QB yet. I'm probably going to have to smash Brock Purdy here to get that CMC correlation. So kind of blessed with going double hero RB. Welcome to the 1 viewer in the chat, dude. We are doing double hero RB in a Superflex tight end premium, man. So I'm going to go ahead and go with Brock Purdy just to make sure I get him. I'm going to have another pick in a couple seconds here. See what this dude, this guy has to go wide receiver, running back, wide receiver. He goes with AJ Brown. That probably would have been who I would have taken. I don't know if I want to smash 2 QBs here. I probably need to start having a look at wide receiver, and I have to keep in mind what quarterbacks I might be able to get as a stack. So Jahmyr Gibbs. What am I doing here? I'm going to go with Garrett Wilson. I'm going to go with Garrett Wilson because I have him in a tier. He's at the top of the second tier of wide receivers. So the second tier of wide receivers is filled with guys like Tyreek Hill, T. Higgins, Garrett Wilson, Devontae Adams. So I have him at the top of it. All the other tier one wide receivers are gone. So kind of wishing, because this dude already had Mahomes, I probably should have thought twice about taking Purdy. I probably should have taken A.J. Brown and then swung around and taken Purdy. Because I don't think this dude would have taken Brock Purdy, right? I don't think he would have taken a second QB. But I think we can still be pretty happy about the team. I mean, Jahmyr Gibbs, CMC, Brock Purdy, Garrett Wilson's a pretty nice start. Tight end premium, man. So we gotta keep in mind that we want to make sure we don't get left with bust out Magoo at tight end at the end of the draft. Yeah, man. What's been going on in the NFL, dude? What news has been happening? I feel like I've been out of the loop today in terms of news. Over the weekend, we had a lot of injuries, man. We had injuries to dudes that I was very big on, man. Rashad White and Tajay Spears, dude. Two friends of the channel, man. Two mainstays on the channel. Both get injured. You fucking hate to see it, man. But it is what it is, dude. I have them in a lot of best ball leagues. My ownership of both of those dudes are through the roof. I'm just hoping they both get healthy by the time the season rolls around. So we'll see. Let's pop open the draft board. It's a lot more attractive to look at, right? So we already got some auto drafters, bro. We got, ChatGPT in the motherfucking draft. Man Cave Master. Let's go. I guess talking about the draft board a little, I mean, I don't really know what the strat is in 2 QB tight end premium, man. It's kind of a wild west type of format because pretty much every player has, I mean, obviously quarterbacks have the most value, but after that, like every player has pretty equal value until you get to like the tier 2 of tight ends, then it really falls off. But it's kind of fun, man. I must say, dude, I've been playing 1 QB my entire like fantasy football career, and I don't know. The Superflex adds an extra element, dude, an extra layer of fun, in my opinion. What do people talk about in live streams, bro? What do YouTubers talk about when they live stream? News? The draft board? Who knows? But I think with my next pick, I kind of have a lot of flexibility here. I can kind of go running back. I can go QB. But because everybody's scooping up QBs like it's going out of fashion, I might be down a punt because, I mean, are people going to be taking a third QB? Probably not, right? So I can probably punt QB and get somebody that's, I mean, let's see what's available. JJ McCarthy, Bryce Young, Tua, Stafford. The well is drying up quick. Very quick, man. We're running out of names very fast in this QB queue. Trevor Henderson goes. There goes McCarthy. Damn. The greed, man. Nobody's risking it, man. Nobody's risking it to see what happens with QB. Everyone's scooping him up. But I can essentially punt running back at this point. Going double hero RB gives me that. Affords me that. All right. My pick is up in 2 picks. There goes Kamara. JSN goes pretty late. 5th round JSN. You love it. I mean, this dude he's feeling nice, right? Jalen Hurts, Justin Fields is 2 QBs. And then he gets fucking Ashton Genty and Hampton. And then he gets JSN as his first wide receiver. Pretty lucky, man. It's currently my pick. I can't wait any longer with QB, man. I got fondled. There's nobody left. I think I go Cam Ward and just hope that he can do something, that he's a decent rookie. I mean, you dream of the JD5 start. Is this dude big sad that I took Cam Ward? Let's see. I doubt he would have taken Cam Ward though. He needs a running back. Ooh, Worthy. All right, with Mahomes, that makes sense. In a perfect world, ooh, Marvin Harrison's still on the board. I think I'm gonna go with Marvin Harrison. Yeah, it's gonna be Marvin Harrison, starving Marvin. As much as I love Devontae Adams, I just think Adams is like the clear two, right, for the Rams. I'm a Rams fan, obviously, but Adams is the clear two, which makes Marvin Harrison a little bit more attractive. What if, man? What if the coaching staff just gets it right? What if Getzing or Ketzing? I don't even know what his name is. He doesn't even deserve. He doesn't even deserve to be called the right name. What if he gets it right and starts using Marvin Harrison in a better way, man? Because there's just no way they can keep abusing Marvin Harrison, bro. He's straight up child abuse what's going on over there. He's already starving as it is. I think I like the team. We have a heavy Ohio State wide receiver room going on with Garrett Wilson and Marvin Harrison. McCaffrey and Gibbs, love it. I was debating between McCaffrey and Achane there, to be fair. I feel like Achane has more of an opportunity to surprise us, while CMC, I think, is going to end the season as like RB5. I think he's going to deal with maybe a couple of small injuries throughout the season, maybe miss a couple games, a game here or there. And I think Achane is just going to be a mainstay, bro. He's going to get so many receptions, so many targets. But that Miami O-line is absolute butt cheeks, dude. It is, I think, ranked 31st in the NFL. So CMC, Niners, always a good team. Always good to have a player in the Shanahan offense. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's a good debate, though. I think after like Bijan, Saquon, Gibbs, it's a pretty decent debate between the next like four dudes. The next four running backs, you can make a case for all four of them. You can make a case for Derrick Henry, man. If we're following the philosophy of draft good running backs on good teams, like it doesn't get much better than Derrick Henry, right? The only concern is that he's old. So, damn, Aaron Rodgers. I mean, I don't get it, dude. Either I'm fucking trash at fantasy or this dude is trash. But like, you go Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray, and you take like, why are all the QBs off the board by the 7th round? Why is everybody fucking pissing their pants, man, and taking QBs? It kills the fun, man, where it's like, I now have to take a QB. I guess that's what everybody else is doing, right? I guess I'm trash at fantasy. But like, I don't know, man. I don't get it. Like, there's still so many good skill position players available, right? Like, I think I fire up Calvin Ridley. I see if Jameson Williams is available. He is still available. I fire him up. I take one of those two dudes if they're still available to stack with Brock. No. To stack with Cam Ward. Okay, I thought I had Goff for some reason, so I'm not going to take JMO. I think I was thinking Jawan Jennings. So we probably take Calvin Ridley. He looked really good in that preseason game. The rapport with him and Cam Ward is already fucking S tier. So I can also take a peek at tight end here. You know, if I want, I could go ahead and go with Evan Ingram. I could go with Travis Hunter. Just he didn't look very good on defense, so there's a chance that the Jags just end up using him as a wide receiver, which honestly they just should, man. I mean, I'm not a fan of the whole two-way defense and offense type of thing. It's just not my thing. All right, our pick is up. Calvin Ridley goes right before my pick. I get absolutely sniped, dude. What are we doing here now? I think we're going to go ahead and take Jameson Williams, even though we don't have the stack. Although Devontae Smith is also interesting. Let's go with Devontae Smith, man. He's just, I know the pass volume is going to be low on the Eagles, but he's a mainstay wide receiver too, right? So let's see what this dude does, though. I feel like me and this guy are playing mind games at the 112. I would have liked George Pickens if he fell. And then, this little 3 tight end run kind of makes me think I might be able to wait, but there's still a lot of teams without tight ends, man. I don't think that's going to hold up. I might have to take one here. I think it's Njoku. It's just so sad seeing so many good, like, skill position players still on the board, man. You just feel so sad. QBs are getting swooped up like mad, man. I might have to take fucking Russell Wilson here. He's like the last QB. I fucking hate this draft room. Damn. He's not even going to be starting by the time the season ends. I'm fucking tilted, dude. I'm boosted. Let's change the name of this stream. Let's look at the board. Tony Pollard, there he goes. Tony Pollard's going to be moving up boards, man. As I mentioned earlier, Tajay Spears goes down. Rashad White goes down. Fucking Baishal Tootin gets like fourth quarter work, which you don't want to see in a preseason game. Our guys, man, the guys we've been pumping up all offseason, man, they're down bad right now. They're down horrendous. But we're just hoping that Spears gets healthy by the time the season starts. We're hoping that Tony Pollard starts to be a little bit washed, man. Because if Sean Tucker steps in, then we have a 3-man committee, dude. Rashad White dealing with a groin injury. That could linger the whole season. It's brutal. Tajay Spears, I don't know. Just a rough beat, dude. Now we got to start thinking about what we're going to do with this team, because after the Marvin Harrison pick, I started to scramble, man. What are we doing? These drafts feel so slow, bro. Even with the 30-second clock, you just feel like you're dying, man, watching the clock just slowly run. Let's start looking, man. Let's look at some running backs just to make sure. I mean, there's still a lot of names, bro. Tyrone Tracy. I'm going to just start adding dudes to my queue. Tracy, B-Rob, ETN. Now the question is, were they using ETN to shop him? Were they putting him in the game and using him as a starter, showcasing him as a potential trade piece? That is the question with ETN. We just don't know, man. We just don't know. I'm going to queue up Juwan Jennings. I'm going to queue up my boy Matthew Golden, Josh Downs, Emeka Egbuka. I think the pick has to be Juwan Jennings just because of the stack. In these tournament leagues, you really want to go stacks. You want to make sure that in those games that your players pop off, you want to make sure you have those stacks, man. You're really playing for the playoffs. You're playing for the end of the season to see if you get lucky and you got the players in those games where they're high scoring, they're fighting for the playoffs. That's how people typically win these Superflex tournaments. You just stack players on like good offenses that are potentially playing each other weeks 15 to 17, and you just see what happens. David Njoku goes, bro, I still don't have a tight end, man. I don't know what we're doing here. My Q is holding up. Jalen Waddle's still on the board is interesting, but without a stack, it's probably best to go Jennings. Matthew Golden, though, man. The more that time passes, the higher this man is gonna shoot up ADP. Because Jaden Reed might not even be available for week 1. Just have a look at the tight ends. Tucker Kraft. I'm probably going to want to wait and take Okonkwo way later to stack with Cam Ward. That's going to be my goal as like my second tight end. Let's see what happens between then and now. I don't want to pass up some of these quarterbacks or some of these wide receivers and running backs. I think it's got to be B-Rob here. Yeah, it's got to be B-Rob, right? Just a good running back on a good offense. We go with Jennings, followed by Downs, followed by Golden. Let's see what 1 does. Play mind games with this man. Diggs. This dude is going with the retirement home team. Anthony Richardson, Diggs, Aaron Jones. All 3 are injured already. Somebody cracked open a window. All 3 got injured. Wow, Warren and Diggs, man. Way to bottle your draft. Let's go with Jennings. All right. I think we kind of salvaged this team. After going double RB to start the draft, you're kind of playing from behind the 8 ball at that point. It's a Superflex tight end premium, so going double RB, yeah, you're really hoping that some quarterback value falls to you now. I could have taken another QB in the 4th round. I could have went with Brock Purdy, followed by Drake May, right? Or CJ Stroud or Herbert. But, with Garrett Wilson, I just wanted to make sure that I still had like a wide receiver that I'm excited about, that I'm happy to start, right? Like T. Higgins. I don't know. I mean, I guess I could have waited, right, on Garrett. There's a chance that Ridley, produces just as much as Garrett Wilson. There's a universe where that happens. We probably have to start looking at tight ends at this point. Just make sure I have some running backs. All right, we're going to add our boy Bashal. We're going to add Jadon Blue. We're going to add Tajay Spears. Even though he's being left for dead, I still think he's going to have some value. Eckler could be interesting, but I already have B-Rob. Don't want to double down on the Washington Commanders offense. It's not the worst idea, right? Still a lot of wide receivers, bro. Josh Downs still on the board. If Josh Downs falls to me in the next round, we dance. Let's look at the board. Ooh, tight ends are starting to go, man. I don't like that one bit. I don't like that one bit. Godwin. Interesting. How are we feeling about Godwin this year, man? Matthew Golden goes, which is a little bit sad. I'm just hoping Josh Downs falls to me, man. That's all I want for Christmas. If Downs doesn't fall, we go with one of the running backs. We do have 3 running backs. I feel like 4 or 5 is the play. We got 3 quarterbacks and 1, 2, 3, 4 wide receivers. We can essentially go any direction here. If Downs falls, we probably, Downs is gone. You hate to see it. You absolutely hate to see it. We're going Tootin. And for our next pick, we can kind of take it in a couple of directions. We can go with Kyle Williams for the upside, but that's still a little bit early, a little bit rich. Marvin Mims had some really good usage, man, in that preseason game. He was on the field for, I think, 100% of the snaps of the starters, which is definitely a much different situation than what we're used to with Mims, man. We're used to him barely getting any PT, any playing time at all. And that's something to be excited about, man. I think we can be pretty excited about Marvin Mims' usage moving forward, but I just think that Darnell Mooney is a much more safe pick. We know what he is. We know this coaching staff wants to get him the ball. They want to see if they can lean on him a little bit more. They said it themselves, man. They said that they want to use him as more of a focal point, a fecal point of the offense. So I'm going to start adding some tight ends to the queue. We're going to go with Okonkwo for the Cam Ward stack. Let's see. I mean, obviously we take Jonnu, Brenton, Mike Gesicki could be interesting. But we probably go with Okonkwo and then one of those other guys a little bit later. I think we'll end the stream here, though. It's late as fuck. I am tired. I might not even finish this draft. Welcome to anyone that was here, if you're still here. Looks like nobody